Man, here we go. Y'all can get ready for it. Man, I want to start out by thanking God for allowing all of us to be here today, man. We know what we went through in 2020, and for us to persevere that as people is an amazing accomplishment. When I look back over the course of my career, I've been fortunate to be around a lot of great people. And I'll start out by talking about, the guy that I get to share this day with, Greg Olsen. I remember when we made that trade and John Beeson coming to me, he was like, TD, man, I'm telling you, we just got a great one, bro. He's fast, he's explosive, he has hands. But the whole time I'm thinking like, man, that's a white tight end. Ain't no way he's that fast. But, sure enough, man, Greg comes, man, and, we welcome him in, and, he comes in and as a Sam linebacker, Sam/Will, I have the responsibility of covering Greg in one-on-ones. And, for me, I got better from covering Greg week in and week out. I can tell you that. One of the most competitive guys, one of the most fierce men that you'll ever meet. As you guys just got to witness, he's probably the most talkative guy that we had on our team the entire time. JJ can attest to that. JJ is a close second. He's right behind you. But, you are around people and you get to know a lot about them. For Greg, I got to know a lot about him and his family and his heart and his passion for people, man. And I think it's unmatched. When you think about, seeing what he dealt with TJ and, seeing him come to work each and every day, man, and never show signs of it affecting him, man, for me, that was inspirational. And Greg, man, I just commend you for all of those things. But when I truly found out what kind of person you was on a golf course. A lot of y'all don't know this story. I'm terrible at golf, so I'll tell you that. And Greg had a charity event, and he invited me to it. So I always go support my brothers at their charity events. And we were out there just, having a good time. I swing, and lo and behold, my ball ended up in a place that I never, ever imagined that it would end up. And that was Greg's mom's eye. Yeah. Of course, right? And the way he handled that situation, the way that whole family handled that situation just really let me know, what kind of people they really were. Nobody got upset. Nobody got disappointed because I was terrible at golf. They even gave me hugs after that. And where I'm from, you don't experience that. You do something to somebody's mom, you're in trouble. So, that's when I really knew that, Greg Olsen was a stand-up guy. And brother, hats off to you, man, on a heck of a career, man. Next, I just really want to transition to thanking Mr. Tepper for this opportunity. A lot different from Greg. I'm in Washington at the time, and when I knew that it was time, I got on the phone and I called Mr. Tepper. I'm like, hey, I want to come home, man. Man, this place, man. This place for me, man, it changed my whole life, man. changed the whole trajectory of my family's life. When I think about where I grew up at in Shelburne, Georgia, and I think about what I grew up seeing, what I grew up witnessing, to be able to have an opportunity to live a dream that so many other guys could have had an opportunity to do, but for some reason they just didn't make it out. They just didn't find a way. And to be that person that made it out and found a way to better the lives of my family and my friends and the people around me, man, I can't thank this organization enough. And for me, that started with Mr. Jerry Richardson and Ms. Rosalind. I can't thank you guys enough for believing in me and pouring into my life. A lot of you guys know how my career went, man. 2009, 10, and 11, I tore my ACL 3 years in a row. And I said I wasn't gonna cry, man. It's the first thing I started doing when I'm listening to Greg talk, so thank you, Greg. Last time I said I wasn't gonna cry was at my wedding, and I won that bet because I cut those vows short. But Mr. Richardson and Ms. Rosalind, man, Mr. Richardson was the one person out of a lot of people that believed in me when nobody else did. After I tore my ACL for the third time, we had a meeting that determined whether or not I was going to continue to be able to play football. And he told me, he said, I believe in you. And if you're willing to put yourself through it, I'm going to give you that opportunity. And in life, man, just knowing that you have somebody that believes in you, just knowing that you have an opportunity, you have a chance. And I took it and I ran with it. And you guys know the rest is history. The best years of my life, the best years of my career all happened after I tore my ACL for the third time. And when I think about those times and I think about all that went into it, a lot of you don't know, I thought that after it happened for a third time, being around the game for like 5 or 6 years at that point, that my career was going to be over. And it wasn't until I went home and like had a conversation with my wife, Kelly, and Mike Bunkley. They were a driving force throughout that whole process, and especially Kelly, man. I know I give you a hard time, and we have our time, but I can't thank you enough. Because I know, without a doubt, I don't think that I could have actually pushed through those times when you and Bunk told me that I had to have surgery anyway, so I might as well go ahead and give it a shot. That's the reason why I was able to still be here today. So I thank you. To my kids, you guys are the reason, man, why I persevere. You guys are the reason why I do all the things that I do, from a standpoint of giving back to this community, from a standpoint of always conducting myself the right way. I just try to be an example. And hopefully somewhere along the way, I've instilled some things into you guys that are going to transcend and allow you to grow up and be even better than me. Somebody just told me that the other day, that they said, hey, TJ is going to be way better than you were as a football player. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, I hope you're right, because he has some tough shoes to fill. So TJ, The ball is in your court, brother. To Sky, you are a breath of fresh air. You are so much like your mom. You keep me on my toes. To be 18 years old and a sophomore in college right now, that was the reason why I had to pluck some gray hairs out of my chin last night. But I love you. I'm gonna always love you. I'm gonna always be there for you. Denim, you was the source of a lot of those gray hairs too. And I love you too, brother. I'm looking forward to seeing all that you're gonna be able to accomplish in life. I just want you to believe in yourself and understand that the sky is the limit. Maddie, my baby girl, you're the one and the only that can get away with any and everything in the house because you know I love you so much, right? To my entire family, man, I just can't thank y'all enough. Because the love and support that I receive on a daily basis, man, is unmatched. Football has been something that has allowed me to just bring in a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers. And the reason why I speak on brothers is, and why that's so important to me, because at a very young age, I lost my brother. And God is so intentional, man. When you have a loss in your life, man, he has a way of replacing it that we can never imagine, man. And football has been that one thing that has allowed me to create friendships, bonds that are gonna last forever. Every time I walk into this building, I'm constantly reminded of all of the people that have poured into this place, all of the people that have poured into my life. I know it looks a lot different now than when I was playing, but coming in each and every day with Jackie Miles being here, Donnie, Greg, Danny, those are the guys that most of you have never heard of. But this place wouldn't be what it was without these guys. Miss Jennifer Almond, I can't count the number of times that I've come into her office and just poured my heart out to her. She was like another mom to me. When I was struggling and going through the tough times, being able to walk in and see Mr. Coleman's face, man. Every player that played on this team know what Mr. Coleman meant to this organization. I don't care how bad you felt, I don't care how down you were. You walked in and you saw that smile on Mr. Coleman's face and it made you feel better. So Mr. Coleman, man, I thank you for that. Because each and every day you made me feel better regardless of what I was going through. To my mom, oh boy, we did it. We did the unthinkable. We did what nobody else said that we could do. We did what nobody else believed that we can do. 16 years later, we accomplished something that a lot of people only dream of. I just wish that people really got to see the backstory and got to see the struggles that we went through to get here. And they will understand how sweet this moment is, why I'm so emotional. In case you guys haven't noticed yet, I wear my heart on my sleeve, obviously. I feel like I've dedicated so much to this organization, to this city, And to be able to have a moment like this, man, it's truly special to me. It's something that I'll never forget. It's something that I'll always remember. Panther Nation, you guys have been tremendous, man. I can't thank you enough for all of the messages, all of the tweets, each and every way that you guys have found a way to reach out to me. I can't thank you enough. To all of the coaches that I've had over the course of my career, all of the people that we got to see on the video, man, have truly been inspirational in my life. I can't thank you guys enough. To all of my teammates, especially the guys that are here right now, man. Toll, Nate, Rob, Shaq, Luke, Chase. Who else in here, man? I can't see everybody right now. These lights are bright. Greg, you guys, Cap. Can't forget about my son, man. Man, you guys have been everything to me, man. You're gonna always be brothers to me. I'll always be there for y'all if y'all ever need me for anything. And I know without a doubt that y'all gonna always be here for me. To the people of this organization, thank you guys for welcoming me in such a long time ago. To Coach Rule, it's in your hands now. It's in your hands now. I'm gonna always be a fan. I'm gonna always wear the black and blue. And I know that you're gonna give us something to be proud of. I'm excited to see where this team is gonna go under your leadership, Mr. Tepper. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful for this day. I cannot express that enough. This is an intentional time right now. I just want to make this moment last as long as I can. When I think about how my journey started, coming in as a kid out of Randolph Clay High School, not having a scholarship opportunity. This message is for all the kids out there right now that are in a position or in a situation that may not be getting highly recruited or may not have an opportunity to really showcase your talents. Don't give up. Don't quit. Keep going. Keep pounding. As long as you continue to believe it can happen. Thank you.